Hey, what's up, Internet? Chris Krug here at Google HQ. I'm here with C100 charter member Boris Wertz. How's it going, man?
Hey, Chris.
Boris is a bona fide part of our Vancouver technology scene and a Canadian who's done a lot of work down here in Silicon Valley. He's been runs Version 1 Ventures, been an investor in a whole bunch of projects, Indiegogo, which a lot of people know about, and some other stuff. What are you up to these days, man?
Still investing on a good clip. We just did 6 investments already this year. Still focusing on marketplaces, platforms, software as a service, and e-commerce, and doing that across North America, both in Canada and US.
So you've got a little accent. It doesn't sound like it's west coast of Canada. I know you've done lots of work in America. So, I mean, you're international. You could be in Vancouver. You could be in San Francisco. You could be in Europe. What keeps you in Canada? What's going on there?
I love the city and I love living in Vancouver. It's, I think, one of the best cities in the world to live in. I felt like the moment you really invest across North America in different locations, if that is Toronto or New York or the Bay Area or Pacific Northwest, it really doesn't matter where you live. You have to be on the road quite a bit. You have to be in the different communities. So from that point of view, it's a great place to live and still do great business across North America.
You know, that's kind of what has me out on Galliano Island too. I mean, anybody who's carried a smartphone or has an email account is familiar with like the burden and the shackles of technology, the price that we pay.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the promises of technology is like, hey man, you can do what you do from anywhere and be internationally relevant. And so I think that sounds like why you end up in Vancouver.
Yeah. I think in the end, what is really important is kind of have that mindset of the valley, right? The valley as a mindset is not necessarily only a location. And what certainly we're trying to do is benchmark ourselves against the best in the valley and kind of have that mindset, but do our business somewhere else.
What are some of those like characteristics of the valley that you hope to embody? Like I met this guy yesterday who was at the C100 event, and he said, wow, everything that we've done is just world class, from the restaurant to the hotel to the speakers. It's like everything's world class, which kind of fits with my view, which is like, man, I only got one life to live, and it takes almost as much time to do something shitty as it does to do it the best in the world. Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about the Silicon Valley ethos that you hope to embody while you live up there in Vancouver.
So I think one of the very special things about the Valley is that the incredible ambition that everybody has here in the Valley, right? And people move here to make it big, to hit it out of the park, to change the world. And I think that ethos is very special to the Valley, and hopefully we can transport it in as many communities around the world, because it's actually creating the kind of innovation we all hope for, the kind of change we hope for. So it's that kind of ambition that people have.
Cool. So I have to assume that you invest in the companies that you think are awesome. So rattle me off a couple companies that you think are awesome and that you're following.
Yeah, so there's a couple of Canadian companies I'm super proud of. Wattpad is one of our portfolio companies that does super well in kind of building a social reading platform. Figure One in the healthcare space, connecting healthcare professionals across the continents to diagnose and discuss treatments of conditions. So that's some of them. But we've also done stuff that is a little bit less sexy. Things like Clio, which is building business management tools for lawyers and helps lawyers.
Don't tell Jack Newton's it's less sexy. He thinks it's the sexiest thing in the whole wide world.
It's actually really sexy as a business, but it's probably not the first business that people think about.
Practice management software.
People often want to build the next photo sharing app, etc. We actually love unsexy businesses in the sense of people solving real problems for real people.
Awesome. Boris Wertz, Chris Krug, Google HQ, checking out from the C100 CEO Summit. See you later, Internet.
Bye.